Hi, my name's Malin, and in this video I wanted to talk about why you're not where you want to be. Because we often have these ideas of where we should be, what we should be doing, where we want to be, and the more that time goes on, the more discrepancy we realize between where we want to be or where we thought we would be and where we actually are. And this can be really, really daunting, and sometimes this can come from setting standards too high and having these dreams that are kind of out there and vague, and we're not really sure how to get there, and we haven't actually been doing the actions that we know we need to do to get there. But other times it's because it's not what you were supposed to do, and nature is just kind of getting in your way and trying to lead you down some other path or tell you something else. I've been frustrated with myself so many times because I've tried to do too much, I've tried to go all in on like soccer or doing music and working out, and if you've tried to gain muscle whilst trying to play sport at a very high level, you'll find that this is like very, very hard to do, and especially if you have like a whole other life that you're trying to take care of. Juggling these kind of things is like almost impossible, because with workouts, you need a lot of rest and you need to work really hard and be really focused in these workouts, and you have to do so many sets to actually grow muscles, and then you need to be eating a lot of calories. And then if you're playing a sport, that takes up a lot of calories, and you could be burning 3,000, 4,000 calories a day, and that's a lot of calories to be eating to try and maintain, and your body just feels so run down and so overworked. It's just cortisol like pumping through your system that you just feel kind of shit. And when you feel bad, it's not going to last. It's not going to last forever. I mean, you could try and push yourself through that and become adjusted to it. But for me, I found that it wasn't really worthwhile going down that path. So the less things that you have focus on, or the more, or if you do have multiple things, having them that kind of work together, like music and soccer or music and workouts, because music doesn't take the same energy that workouts do. Workouts is like mental energy and just eating, whereas music is just sitting down, kind of resting and just playing music and kind of working on your brain's capacity to remember notes to play, and just your kind of muscle memory as well. And another thing that I wanted to say is that with this trying to do too much, I've just found that with work and stuff, it can be really hard to find time around that, or whether you're studying and trying to do sport and have a social life and all these kind of things. It's really hard to find time to do the things that you really want to do, or that you think you feel called to, Like for me, it's kind of like doing this YouTube stuff and even music, and just like taking care of my health and working out and that kind of thing, because, oh damn, I forgot something in the other video. And I lost my train of thought. Basically, if you listen to the experiences that you're having, you'll find that there's kind of this balance. You maybe have to work a little bit less and try and deal with less money, and have that extra time to feel better and do the things that you want to do, and spend more time with friends, or spend a little bit more time on the things that you like. Some people talk about waking up earlier, but I've really found that sleep is very, very important. Like, I think I really underestimated it, because it's only in the past year or two that I've really I've got like really bad sleep. Like I've been sleeping, like the usual teenager that like goes to bed at like 1 or 2 a.m. and just and sleeps in, till later. And that feels terrible. Oh, it feels so, just to me, I just hate it. I just don't like it. And those are the signals that you have to listen to yourself, gain experience in these things, and then find out like, oh, when I do these two things, it feels good and it works together, but when I try and add something else, then it becomes too much, or I feel too overwhelmed. And of course, it's not going to feel great all the time, that's just kind of a part of life. But when you're doing things the right way, there's kind of this flow to them, it feels right. You're being yourself, and things are kind of flowing out really nicely. Like for me, for example, this is kind of ironic, like I had this really big night out like 2 weeks ago just to say goodbye to like a co-worker, and I drank like a lot, and then I was smoking, and then I had a joint, and it was just too much. And basically I just ended up eating, and then I vomited what I ate up, and I went to bed quite late. I don't remember what hour it was, and I woke up and I felt so shit because I was just hungover. But from that state, I just had this song in my head as I woke up, and I wrote down the riff, and then I kept doing the riff, kind of going through it, and then it became this really nice song, this really great song that I felt really proud of. And sometimes you have to have those experiences, because to get into those states, it will get you into a different frame of mind, or a different kind of, it'll shake you up a little bit, and then you'll be like, oh, I've got this thing that wants to be expressed, or oh, now that I've been eating really shit, I realize that I really value eating healthy, or I really value eating healthy, but I want to have like 1 or 2 nights a week, or like once a month or whatever, have these like nights out just like with my friends or whatever, and just go out and kind of have fun and let loose a little bit. But it's kind of up to you to kind of find and take these feedback in, and kind of realize that, you know, get feedback from it, basically see what you do like and what works well together, you know. Well, I guess at the end of the day, you know, you can make whatever decision you want, but you just have to realize that you're going to have to pay for the consequences of it. And if you keep making the same mistake, then it's going to keep coming up, and you know, you can't expect it to really change. This kind of went off topic because I didn't plan this video as much as the other ones, and I was hoping it would be a shorter one. Why you aren't where you thought you would be. I just want to emphasize the point that with work and stuff, when you're doing a lot of work and you're throwing yourself into that, and then you're like, oh, I should be working out more, I should be eating healthier, I should be having the time to do all these things. Like, work takes up this energy, this mental and this physical energy. And if you don't work with that and be compassionate with it, if you don't be like, all right, it's okay if like I have a bit of ice cream, or, you know, I play a bit of video games, or watch a TV show at the end of the day, because I've just been working for the past 5 days, and it's been full days, and I've just felt really stressed and tired, and my body's just kind of craving that. Rather than judging that and be like, no, I should be productive, I should be working out. You know, forcing yourself through that workout, although that may give you gains, for your mental health and for your well-being and for your spirit, these things can be really detrimental and really draining. So it's kind of up to you to decide, you know, like, oh, and kind of like talk to yourself about it, like, oh, could I do like 15 minutes of stretching? Could I do like some light body weight exercises before I go watch my TV show, you know, and enjoy the night, and then go to bed early so then I feel better for the next day. That's the point that I really wanted to get across in this video, because it's something that I've learned in the past week, just doing a lot of work and just kind of realizing that usually I would try and push myself, and when I pushed myself, I would either get sick or I would feel really, really down in this state that's called fawn, where you've been in this kind of state of anxiety and just worry and just work, and then your body's just like shutting off, and you're just like, oh, you're just kind of going through the motions, but you're feeling kind of like dead inside, and you're just kind of like doing this stuff and doing whatever, and you're just like, oh, like, when is this going to be over, kind of thing. And then at some point your body's got to put on the handbrake and go, we've fucking done enough here, it's time that you stop. So I'll leave you with that. Hopefully I got the idea across. I know that I scattered myself a bit around in this video, but that's the process of trying to get through these videos, you know, just working on my ideas, working on my speaking, working on my delivery, and just trying to get these ideas across in a nice way. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeet.